So what is friend function in C++? As you know, we have private. The private data of any particular class cannot be used outside the class. Anything public can be accessed even outside the class. The private data can be accessed within the member functions of the class. What if I want to access the private data outside the class? What if I want to access the private data of any particular class using a non-member function? So in that case, we use friend. Look at this example. I have a class with name DCA, member data, role, ROL, integer. I have a member function DISP. It's a declaration and which is declared as friend. As we know, if any member function you want to define outside the class, you need to define using scope resolution operator. Point number one, for friend functions, even though they are defined outside the class, they can be defined in a normal way without using scope resolution operator. And point number two, any member function, if I want to access it in the main program, I need to access using object. Create the object name dot member function. But friend function can be called directly without creating the object. So what are the rules? Look at this rule number one. I don't need to create the member function using scope resolution operator even if I am defining outside the class. And point number two, as I told you, I don't need to create an object like a dot DISP is not required. Directly I can call. So look at this example. The name of the class is student and I have mark 1 in public. I have a method that is your member function get marks, and I have a function show mark which is friend. Look at that, friend void show mark within bracket student class name. So what do you mean by class name? I am passing object as an argument. Now look at the definition part of show mark. Yeah, look at this. Void show mark and object is a dot mark 1. This is defined outside the class without scope resolution operator. Now look at the main program on the right side. I have an object k dot get marks. Look at that function call, friend function call, show mark within brackets object name, as we are passing object as an argument. We don't need to create a object dot show mark. Look at another example. Look at the things clearly without any confusion. Can you see the class first semicolon? This is what you call class declaration. The class is declared, not defined. The class don't have any member data and don't have any member functions. So I have a class second, in that I have a member data s and member function get value. And observe these things clearly. The class is declared. Class first semicolon is your declaration. And look at this part. Friend void sum second comma first. This is the declaration statement of a friend function, and the name of the function is sum, which is taking two objects as an argument. See, I am declaring a friend function inside class second with the two objects as an argument, second comma first. But where is the class first here? So that is the reason, even though the class first is not defined here, it is declared. As it is declared, I can use it inside the friend function. Now the class first is defined here. So even though the class is not defined, if I want to make use of it, I need to declare it. So class first, and again here I have a get value, and again I have a friend function, the same friend void sum second comma first, as it is taking two objects and arguments, two objects from two different classes. That is the reason why the function friend function sum is declared in both the classes. I need to declare it in both the classes because I am using the object of one and object of another. Now look at the definition part. Void sum second d comma first t. D is the object and t is the object. And t dot f plus d dot s, whatever it is. Object dot data. I am adding the member data from both the classes. Look at the main program. Don't worry about CLR SCR. CLR SCR is clear screen. I have an object A class first and object B as class second. Now look at the function call, friend function. Sum of B comma A, B comma A. B is passed to D and A is passed to T. You better copy this program and then go through.